Hello, friends. I'd like to welcome you to Meditaciones Diarias.com.
Welcome to our devotional for September 25th, 2022. Today's title is, He is the Shepherd and also the Door. Let's read together in John chapter 10, verse 9. I am the door. If anyone enters by me, he will be saved, and will go in and out and find pasture. To better understand today's text, we will begin by reading chapter 9 of John's Gospel. There the apostle gives the account of the miracle of healing of the man born blind and his subsequent excommunication from the synagogue. After he was healed, the man publicly confessed, if this man, Jesus, were not from God, he could do nothing. John 9:33. Despite all the odds against him, how was that little lamb able to acknowledge Jesus as the Good Shepherd? Because he calls his own sheep by name, and they hear his voice. John 10:3. In theory, the Pharisees were shepherds of Israel, but instead of caring for the flock, they treated it with hostility. They closed the door to those who wanted to enter, and cast out those who did not want to go out. That explains why they cast a man who was healed out of the synagogue, and it also explains why Jesus called them thieves and robbers. The sheep did not listen to them, but they did listen to Jesus because he is not only the shepherd, but also the door of the sheepfold. What was the Lord trying to say when he stated, I am the door? According to John Pauline, in ancient Palestine, sheepfolds were usually natural caves. The shepherd would lead his sheep there at nightfall and make sure they went all in. In places where there were no caves, the shepherds built a stone enclosure with a small opening that served as an entrance. The interesting thing about these sheepfolds was that whether they were on caves or stone enclosures, the shepherd slept across the entrance, that way blocking access to any enemy and preventing the sheep from getting out. In other words, the shepherd's body was the door of the sheepfold. Isn't it wonderful? When stating that he is the door, writes Pauline, what Jesus is saying that there is no other way to enter the sheepfold than through the door that is himself. In other words, only he is the way, the truth, and the life. John 14:6. Salvation can only be attained through him. Acts 4:12. There is still another beautiful lesson in the verse. What do you think about the fact that the thief had to first deal with the shepherd if he wanted to get to the sheep? Well, considering that he is both the shepherd and the door of the sheepfold, then nobody can touch you without his permission. Thank you, dear Jesus, because in you I find safety, protection, and salvation. Please help me to always recognize your voice and to follow you wherever you lead. Amen.
I just want to thank you all for visiting us each day here at Meditacionesdiarias.com. May you have a blessed day.